The future of cars isn't sneaking up on us. It's roaring in with ideas so bold they barely look street legal. Today, we're diving into 8 concept cars that don't just hint at tomorrow, they drop it on the road with wild design, next-level tech, and the kind of presence that makes you freeze-frame the video. Settle in, because each of these machines delivers a different flavor of no way, wait, that's real. Mercedes-Benz Vision, AVTR, looks like it rolled out of a sci-fi studio and straight into daylight. The body flows like a living creature, with shimmering aero scales on the back that seem to breathe with the wind. You don't just sit and steer, you connect. A central control pad responds to your touch, ambient lighting pulses with the cabin's rhythm, and sustainable materials wrap the interior like a high-end lounge. The mood is harmony between machine and human, a car that feels aware of you and the world around you, and the road becomes more like a conversation than a commute. It's the rare concept that makes you ask not, will this happen, but how soon can we try it? From sleek to savage, Hyundai N-Vision 74 shows up like a time-traveling hero car. It blends retro lines inspired by the 1970s Pony Coupe with a brutally purposeful stance. Long hood, crisp edges, and side blades that scream track day. What it really sells is feel. Fast responses, precise balance, and that grin you get when a car begs to be pushed harder. The cockpit stays functional and focused so your hands and eyes do the talking. Every surface says performance first, drama second, and yet it serves both. It's the kind of concept that doesn't just show a direction, it reminds everyone why driving is fun. Slide into pure theater with Audi Skysphere, a shapeshifter that can literally change its proportions to switch moods. One moment it's a nimble roadster, tight and ready. The next, it relaxes into a long-legged grand tourer, while the interior resets itself and the steering wheel tucks away. Surfaces are clean, screens melt into the dash, and the cabin turns into a lounge when you want to drift and dream. Then with a tap it tightens its stance and you're right back in driver-first mode. It's a rolling demonstration of how a car can be 2 characters in one, your chilled travel companion and your favorite backroad partner. BMW's Vision, Neue Klasse arrives like a manifesto. Bright cabin, bold stance, and a rethink of how information meets your eyes. Instead of clutter, a sweeping projection floats across the lower windshield, putting directions and speed exactly where you look. The design language is stripped back but confident. Taut surfacing, signature elements done with restraint, and a silhouette that feels classic rather than techy. Inside, light fabrics and simple forms create calm instead of cold, like a studio you could actually live in. It's less about shouting future and more about making tomorrow feel natural, which is why it sticks with you long after the first look. Now crank the intensity with Nissan Hyperforce, an electric supercar vision that looks like it chewed up a racetrack and wore it as armor. The stance is low and aggressive, aero is all function, and the lighting graphics feel like a game that escaped the screen. Slide into the driver's seat and everything aims at you, cluster, controls, even the way the panels wrap your shoulders. It's a fantasy of speed that still feels grounded. Huge openings for cooling, planted downforce cues, and an interface that makes sense when your heart rate spikes. You can practically hear curbs blurring and tires biting. It's a promise that electric can be just as visceral as flame. Shift to pure serenity with Cadillac Inner Space, a lounge for 2 wrapped in glass and glow. Forget pedals and steering wheels for a moment. This vision is about effortless travel and deep comfort. The seats float like modern furniture, the doors sweep wide, and a panoramic display lays out calming visuals or immersive entertainment as you glide along. It's not a car that shouts, it whispers. Luxury here means quiet, light, and time. Space to breathe, space to think, and the feeling that the trip is just as valuable as the destination. It's the polar opposite of the track monsters, and that's exactly the point. For a dose of fresh air, Polestar 02 drops the roof, and turns the road into a film set. The design is crisp and purposeful, with a long deck, tight proportions, and razor-edged details that look fast standing still. The party trick is unforgettable, a built-in drone concept designed to launch, capture footage of your drive, then land back seamlessly. Inside, it's clean materials and clever packaging wrapped in Scandinavian calm, bright, airy, focused. It makes you want to plan a route that winds along coastlines and over mountain passes, not because you need to go, but because this is how you want to travel. We wrap with Lamborghini Terzo Millennio, the wild poster car of tomorrow born from research into radical energy storage and smart structures. Picture dramatic Y-shaped light signatures, air channels carved like sculpture, and a fighter jet-style cockpit that makes your pulse jump. The shape screams motion even when it's parked, and the concept hints at materials that could one day monitor their own condition. It's pure theater, yes, but it also points at a future where extreme performance and advanced science shake hands. If a supercar is meant to be a dream you can hear before you see, this is the dream turned all the way up. 8 visions, 8 moods, yet all share the same promise. The car isn't disappearing, it's transforming. Some are joyous toys for drivers, others are peaceful sanctuaries, and a few are bold experiments in how machines can feel alive. If any one of them rolled past you today, you wouldn't think, maybe someday. You'd pull out your phone, hit record, and tell everyone you just saw tomorrow. If this tour through tomorrow sparked ideas, stick around, because we've got even more automotive wonders on the way. Don't forget to like the video, hit subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss what drops next.